So, hello students, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn about the exponents and radicals. We will learn the basics of laws and then we'll solve the questions, test short tricks so that you can get high score in exponents and radicals. So let's start the topic by understanding the laws. The first law is x to the power 1 is always 1x. Now, power of 0 of any variable is always 1. For example, if 3 to the power 0, the answer is 1. 5 to the power 0, the answer is 1. 1 by 2, the whole power 0, the answer is 1. So, the power of 0 of any number or exponents of 0 of any number, the answer is always 1. And similarly, x to the power 1 is x. So 5 to the power 1 is 5. 7 to the power 1 is 7. 1 by whole to the power 1 is 1 over 2. Now the third rule, this was the second. Third law is x to the power 1 m into the x to the power n. If base is same, so the power would be added. So the answer is x to the power m plus n. For example, 3 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 5. So answer is 3 to the power 7. Next is divide x to the power m over x to the power n. So in divide, if the base is same, the power will be subtracted. So it will be x to the power m minus n. For example, 3 to the power 5 and 3 to the power 2. So the answer is 3 to the power 5 minus 2, and that is 3 to the power 3. Next is x to the power m to the whole power n, and these two powers will be multiplied. So it will become x to the power mn. For example, 5 to the power 2 to the whole power 4, this is 5 to the power 8. Now the sixth one is xy to the whole power n. Here, n will be the power of x and also the power of y. So it will be x to the power n, y to the power n. Similarly, if it is in divide form, so the n will be the power of x and also the power of y. So it is x to the power n and y to the power n. If we take the examples of these two laws, like 2 into 3 to the whole power 5 can be written like 2 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5, and 2 upon 3 to the whole power 5 can be written like 2 to the power 5 divided by 3 to the power 5. And the last law is very, very important. It is negative law, like x to the power minus m is 1 upon x to the power m. For example, 3 to the minus 4 power can be written like 1 upon 3 to the power 4. Some important or hard questions can become up like 3 upon 2 to the whole power minus 4 can be written like 2 upon 3 to the whole power 4. Just do the reciprocal of the inside function and put the sign of power in positive way. So it will be 2 by 3 to the whole power 4. One more example, 1 by 2 to the whole power minus 3 can be written Just do the reciprocal of 1 by 2, it will be 2 and the power will be positive. So now we have understood all the laws of exponents and radicals. Now, some of the basic mistakes that student do when he solve the questions. What are the basic mistakes students do? One is minus 2 square is not equals to minus 2 square. When we put bracket in minus 2 and then do the square, it can be written like minus 2 into minus 2. And we know that minus into minus become plus and 2 into 2 is 4. So the answer is 4. But here it is not written in the bracket. So minus will be like alone and 2 square is 4. So it is minus 4. Just remember that don't do these mistakes. Now let's start the exercise. Minus 1 to the power 4 can be written like 1. Why? First, we'll understand the logic behind this and then we'll do the shortcut. Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, and 1 into 1 is 1. But in examinations, you need a very less time. So what we will do, if a power is even, if power is even, then always the sign will be positive. And if power is odd of a negative number, then sign will be negative. And if power is even of a negative number, then sign will be positive. Like minus 2 to the power 3, the sign, if here the power is odd, so we'll put the minus sign and then we'll do 2 to the power 3. So the answer is minus 8. But if power is even, then simply put positive and then do 2 to the power 4. The answer is 16. So question number 2 is minus 1 to the power 5. Power is odd, just put negative sign and 1 to the power 5. And we know that power of 1 is always 1. So the answer is minus 1. Minus 1 to the power 8. Power is even. The answer will be plus 1. Question number 3 is minus of minus 1 to the power 8. Now, here the bracket is minus 1 and the power is even. So the answer is plus 1. But in outside this bracket, this negative is put. So if you multiply the minus into plus, the answer is minus 1. Question number 4. Minus of minus 3 to the power 3. We know that minus to the power odd, the sign will be minus and it will be 3 to the power 3. So minus of minus 27 and minus minus is plus. So the answer is plus 27. Next question is 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2 into minus 1 to the power 5. It is 8 into 9 and it will be minus 1 because the power is odd. So 72 into minus 1, so the answer is minus 72. Minus 1 to the power 4, 3 to the power 3, 2 to the power 2. Power is even, so plus 1 sign and 1 to the power 4 into 27 into 9. So 1 into 27 into 9, 243. I think you are able to solve now most of the questions where the minus sign is there with the power of odd or even. Like one more question, minus 2 to the power 3 and minus 3 to the power 4. Now here the power is odd. So we'll put the negative sign and then we'll write it 2 to the power 3. Here the power is even. So we'll put positive sign and 3 to the power 4. So it is minus 8 and it is plus 3 to the power 4, 81. So the final answer is 648. Another question is 3 to the power 0. We know that the power 0 of any number is always 1. You know what is the logic behind this? Sometimes we should be knowing that whatever we are doing, why we are doing, and how it came. You know that a to the power m upon a to the power n by law of exponents, it will be a to the power m minus n. But if it is a to the power m and a to the power m, so by applying the law of, it will be a to the power m minus m. We know that both the number are same, so they will be cut it down and it will be written like 1. And what is m minus m? It is 0. So 1 is equal to a to the power 0. So the power 0 of any number is always 1. Next is 6 to the power minus 1. We know that we can be written like 1 by 6. 4 to the power minus 1 can be written like 1 by 4. 5 to the power minus 3 can be written like 1 upon 5 to the power 3. And 10 to the power minus 3 can be written like 1 upon 10 to the power 3. Now we'll do the second exercise. I request all of you, please do not use calculator right now as you are trying to understand the basics of law of exponents. So do not jump into the calculator just now. Learn the basics, solve the question by yourself, and when you get the knowledge of this law of exponent, then you can use calculator. I will make some separate videos where we will learn how to use this question by the Desmos calculator. But for the time being, I suggest you do not use calculator, use paper and pen. Now we'll do the exercise number 2. First is 3x square into 2x to the power 3. Now remember, in these type of questions, constant will be multiplied with the constant and variable will be multiplied with a variable. So we can write it like 3 into 2 into x square into x to the power 3. So 3 into 2, 6, and by the law, the power will be added. So it is 6 x to the power 5. Question number 2. 2k to the power minus 4 into 4k square is equal to constant into constant 2 into 4 and power is k to the power minus 4 into k square. So 8 into k to the power minus 2. So it is 8 upon k square. Another one is 5 x to the power 4, 3 x to the power minus 2. Constant into constant 15 x to the power 4 into x to the power minus 2. So the base is same, power will be added. So it is 4 minus 2. So the answer is x square. Now question number 4. 7 m is cube into minus 3 m to the power minus 3. So 7 into minus 3 minus 21 into m to the power 3 into m to the power minus 3. So minus 21 m to the power 3 minus 3. So it is 0, and you know that power of any number, if it is 0, then it is 1. So minus 21 into 1 minus 21. 2x square to the whole power minus 3. If there is a power with the bracket, then this power will be of 2 also and the x square also. So we can write it 2 to the power minus 3 into x square to the whole power minus 3. And 2 की power minus 3 can be written like 1 upon 2 to the power 3, and it is x to the power minus 6. And again, we can write it 1 by 2 to the power 3 into 1 upon x to the power 6. So the final answer is 1 upon 2 to the power 6, 3, and x to the power 6. Question number 6. Minus 3a square b to the power minus 3 into 3a to the power minus 5 b to the power 8. Constant into constant is minus 3 into 3 a to the power 2 a to the power minus 5 b to the power minus 3 b to the power 8. So minus 9 a to the power 2 minus 5 and b to the power minus 3 plus 8. So this is a to the power minus 3 and b to the power 5. So we can write minus 9 upon a cube into b to the power 5. Another one is 3n to the power 7 upon 6n to the power 3. So 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6. It is the same rule will be applied like question number 5 and 6. Constant will be multiplied by the constant. Similarly, the constant will be divided by the constant and the variable will be divided by the variable. So it is 1 by 2 and the base is same, so the power will be subtracted. So it is 1 by 2 and n to the power 7 minus 3. So 1 by 2 n to the power 4. I think now we have done so many questions and you know the exposure of how to solve the law of exponents. We'll now solve some good questions of laws, in which the first question is, let's say 3 to the power x plus 2 is equal to y, then what is the value of 3 to the power x? We know that if a base is same, power will be multiplied. We can do the opposite also. If the power is added, then we can solve it like 3 to the power x into 3 to the power 2 is equal to y. So it is 3 to the power x into 9 is equal to y. So 3 to the power x is equal to y by 9. One more question. 3 to the power a plus 1 is equal to 3 to the power minus a plus 7. What is the value of a? We can write like 3 to the power a into 3 to the power 1 and 3 to the power minus a into 3 to the power 7. Here, this 3 to the power a will come downward and this 3 will come here. So 3 to the power a upon 3 to the power minus a is equal to 3 to the power 7 upon 3. This minus a will come upward direction and will be added. So this is 3 to the power a plus a. And here the power is 1 and the final is 7 minus 1. So 3 to the power 2a is equal to 3 to the power 6. If base is same, so power will be compared. So 2a is equal to 6. So a is equal to 3. One more question. If 2a minus b is equal to 4, then what is the value of 4 to the power a upon 2 to the power b? You know that 4 can be written like 2 square and the power of 2 square is a. And now here is 2 to the power b. And by the law of exponents, these two power will be multiplied. So it is 2 to the power 2a. And here it is 2 to the power b. Now the base is same, so power will be subtracted. So this will become 2 to the power 2a minus b. And we know that it is given that 2a minus b is equal to 4. So we can replace the value of 2a minus b here. So it will become 2 to the power 4 and that is 16. Now learn the another important topic that is surd. Nth root of any x can be written like x to the power 1 by n. Like suppose it is cube root of x, we can write it x to the power 1 by 3. If it is 5 root of x square, it can be written like x to square to the whole power 1 by 5. And the power will be multiplied, so it will be x to the power 2 by 5. And now we'll understand the reverse property also. We can write x to the power 2 over 5 like this also. So learn this also. How to solve this? X to the power 2 upon 5. Okay. Now we can write it x to the power 2 to the whole power 1 by 5. And if we can convert this nth root of x in x to the power 1 upon n, we can simply reverse this in this form also. So this form will become x square and this 1 by 5 will be written like this. So you must be knowing the reverse of this law also. Now, by using some examples, first example is fourth root of x to the power 5. We can write it x to the power 5 to the whole power 1 by 4. And the power will be multiplied, so it is x to the power 5 by 4. Another example is if 4 under root 3 is under root 3x, then what is the value of x? We can write it 4 into 3 to the power 1 by 2 is equal to 3x to the whole power 1 by 2. So 4 into 3 to the power 1 by 2. And now, by the property, we can put the 1 by 2 in 3 and in x also. So it will become 3 to the power 1 by 2 and x to the power 1 by 2. This number is cut. So 4 is equal to x to the power 1 by 2. Now learn another property. and this is very, very important. Whenever this power will go to the this side of equals to, when the power go to the other side, the power will be reciprocal. Again, I'm repeating, if a power of any number move to another way or go to the other direction, then power will be the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1 by 2 is equal to 2. So when this power will go to this way and it will put over 4, so the power of 4 will be 2 and x will be this. So the answer is x is equal to 16. Again, one more example. Suppose x to the power 3 is equal to 5. Then when this 3 will go to this way, it will be written like x is equal to 5 to the, and the reciprocal 3 is 1 by 3. So we can write x is equal to 5 to the power 1 by 3. One more example. Let's x to the power 1 by 7 is equal to 3. So what is the value of x? X is equal to 3 to the power. Reciprocal of 1 by 7 will be 7. So the answer is this. Let's do see some exercise. If a to the power minus 1 by 2 is equal to 3, then what is the value of a? Here the power is negative. We can solve this question by two methods. Method number 1 and method number 2. In method number 1, we can write a to the power minus 1 by 2 like a to the power 1 upon a to the power 1 by 2. And this is 3. Now cross multiply this. 1 into 1, 1. And a to the power 1 by 2 is into 3. This 3 will go to this way. So it is 1 by 3 is equal to a to the power 1 by 2. As I told you just now, if this power will go to this way, it will be the reciprocal. So 1 by 3 to the whole power. The reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2. And this is a. So the answer is a to the power a is equal to 1 by 9. Another way, another method is, I ask you that if a power is minus 1 by 2, this power will go to this way and it will be the reciprocal of minus 1 by 2. So the reciprocal of minus 1 by 2 is minus 2. And this is 1 upon 3 square. So the a is 1 by 9. By both the way, you can calculate the value. Question number 2. Let n is equal to 1 to the power 2, 1 to the power 4, 1 to the power 6, and up to 1 to the power 50. What is the value of n? You know that how many times this 1 will come? Look, this is a1, first term, to the power is 2 to the power 1. This is second term, so 4 can be written like 2 to the power 2. This is third term, we can write it 2 into 3. So we can write 2 into 2 also. And this is 2 to the power 1 or 0, 2 into 0. So 2 into 1. So how many times this value will come? So 50 can be written like 2 into 25. So there are total 25 terms. And 25 times 1 is coming because 1 to the power 2 is 1. 1 to the power 4 is also 1. And similarly, 1 to the power 50 is also 1. So here 1 is coming. How many times? 1 is coming 25 times. So the answer is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to 25 times. So the answer is 25. How? You know that 1 plus 1 2 times, the answer is 2. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 times, the answer is 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, 4 times, the answer is 4. Similarly, 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to 25 times, the answer is 25. 4 to the power 2n plus 3 is equal to 8 to the power n plus 5. And what is the value of n? If on the left hand side of equals to the base is 4 and on the right side of equals to the base is 8, first you need to maintain the base and you need to equalize the weight. If base is same, then only you can compare the power. So 4 can be written like 2 square and the whole power is 2n plus 3. And we can write 8 like 2 to the power 3. The whole power is n plus 5. Now multiply this 2 with a full bracket. So 2 to the power 4n plus 6, 2 into 2n and 2 into 3. Here 2 to the power 3n plus 15. Now base is same, power can be compared. So 4n plus 6 is equal to 3n plus 15. So the n is 15 minus 6 and that is 9. One more questions. 2 to the power x plus 3 minus 2 to the power x is equal to k times 2 to the power x. What is the value of k? Now, what we will do in these questions, we will divide the equation by 2 to the power x in both the directions. So this will become 1 and this can be written like 2 to the power x plus 3 upon 2 to the power x minus 2 to the power x upon 2 to the power x. And this is k. So this is again 1 and this x can be subtracted in the numerator part. So this 2 to the power x minus 3 minus x minus 1 is equal to k. X is x square. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 8 minus 1 is equal to k. So the answer of k is 7. I hope you liked the video